Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Annabelle with Snack Time Yoga, and welcome to your 15-minute yoga for mobility sequence. We're going to practice moving in a way that helps with mobility, generally gaining some flexibility, stability along the way. Let's start standing however you're comfortable. Easy bend in your knees. Close your eyes and pull your attention inward. Notice your breath. Take a deep breath in and stretch your arms up. Bring your palms together, exhale and plug on in. Hands can connect to your heart here, maybe your belly, or just down at your sides is fine. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Relax your hands down and gently open your eyes. I'm going to start with a gentle kind of hip opener practice. Put an easy bend in your knees. Bring your feet about the width of your mat, just a little wider than your hips. And then turn all your weight over to the right and turn your body that way. So all your weight goes into your right leg and then go to the left. So you're turning yourself, but also shifting your weight. So this practice of unweighting side to side, this is a huge part of mobility, is you can't move if you don't unweight. So if I'm stuck here on my right side, until I put weight in my left leg, I can't move. So I've got to move. So that's why we're practicing this. Open up a bit in your hips. Just get a little bit more of that mobility going. And then just like a top that stops spinning, ease out of this a little bit at a time. Bring yourself back to a cozy standing place. Maybe feet come in a little bit. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold forward. Come on down to all fours. You can bend your knees enough that your hands find the ground. So instead of just reaching, bend your legs. Let your hands find the ground and then come down onto all fours. Another important part of mobility is bringing your whole self with you so you're not moving anything in isolation. Once you're here on hands and knees, take some time to roll around through your spine, every direction. That's nice. You can arch and curl your back through some cat-cows. Maybe shift side to side. Then tuck your toes, take a deep breath in, and lift your hips up and back for a downward facing dog. With downward dog, we're looking for a nice long spine here, so you can bend in your knees as much as you need. Bringing your weight behind you. Might be nice to pedal side to side through your heels or just shift around a little bit. Inhale, lift up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, lower down. One more time, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Now inhale your right leg up and back for a down dog split. Maybe open up through your hips and your belly here. Again, keeping your weight behind you rather than in your shoulders and your hands. And then, as gently as you can, shift your whole weight forward, bending your knee, bring that leg forward, and find a low lunge. You can bring that foot towards your right hand. Might not make it there, you can help it get there and then frame your foot in your hands. Bend through both knees, roll everything up for a high lunge. So let this come from your center. Big lift. Exhale, relax here. And again, inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, come all the way down to your low lunge. And instead of reaching with your hands, just bend in your knees. Bring your whole body towards the floor. And then make your way back to downward dog. Let's go for the other side. Inhale, your left leg floats up and back. Maybe rolling open, shifting around here. And again, as gently as you can, just bend your knee. Bring your whole self forward. So knee comes kind of towards your nose and then plant your foot down. Give yourself a sturdy base. Take the time to find that. And then push down in your legs, roll. Everything comes up. Big lift. Exhale. Relax and sink in. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, come all the way down to that low lunge. Again, just let your body bring you down rather than just your hands. And then cruise back to downward facing dog. Let's add a bit more onto that. Inhale, stretch your right leg up and back. And practice this again, trying to make this easy. No big thumps, no big force. Shift your hips forward until your right foot makes its way up. Bend your knees. Roll on up for your high lunge, reach tall. Exhale, just relax. Inhale, stretch out. And as you exhale, spin your back heel down, come into a warrior two. So put a big bend through your front leg. Toes will squish forward. Arms stretch out. Inhale, reach up through your hips and your arms. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, reach. And exhale, lower down. Now lean it back for your reverse warrior. Maybe lengthen in your front leg. And then flow through into side angles. So another part of this one, move from your middle. Let yourself come forward and rest your forearm on your thigh. Opening up through this top arm, maybe staying here, bringing it behind you. Bend through both knees, bring everything back up, reach tall. Exhale, just drop your hands. Squish your feet around a bit until you can slide this back foot up towards the front of your mat, but float it off the ground. So you're on one leg, should be the right leg. You can bring your left knee in for a big hug. You can stay here, maybe open up that knee to the side for a nice hip opener. Right arm can stretch out, maybe rest on a wall. If you're feeling really bendy or just want something bigger, you can bring your hand to the inside of that foot. Just kick your foot into your hand so you open up a little more. Gently release, relax this foot down, and we're going to tip forward. So keep the leg off the ground, hinge through your hips, bend your knees, let your hands find the ground, and then let that foot catch you. So we're moving really deliberately. That's part of mobility, moving with your whole self and not having any moments where things are kind of like abrupt movements or disconnected movements. Make your way back to downward dog any way that you'd like there. Just gonna spin around. Inhale, stretch your left leg up and back. And then almost in slow motion, shift from your center. Bring that leg forward and find a low lunge. Bend through your knees, roll on up for your high lunge reach. Exhale, relax. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, find warrior two, spinning in your back heel, opening up in your hips, adjusting in your feet as your arms float out. Inhale, lengthen everything up. Exhale, lower down. One more time like that. Big breath in and out. Now tip it on back, reverse warrior. Exhale, flow through for side angle. Again, let your whole body be pulled forward, open. Bend both legs. Come back up through your center. Let it feel nice on your spine. Big reach. Exhale, let it go. And squish your feet around a bit until you've got some space and some stability to slide your right leg off the ground. So you're on your left leg. Grab onto that knee in both hands maybe, or just one. Feel what's going on here on your one leg. Then if you want to open up a bit more, take that knee out to the side. Left arm can stretch out for a counterbalance. Option here is to bring your hand to your heel and open up a little bit bigger. Release that leg, and we're diving up and over. So think about your center. Make a little hinge lever here. Bend your knees enough that your hands find the ground. And then float this back leg down. Just bring it on down. Come with yourself. Hang out in your low lunge for a few moments, just seeing what's going on here. And then make your way back to your downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to meet your hands. Big bear crawl. This is another great mobility practice. So bending in your knees. Your hands can move forward as well as you need to create some more space. Now roll up to stand. Easy there. Inhale, big lift. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands. Now walk your feet back to downward dog, staying really soft. Again, thinking about keeping yourself movable. Now drag your hands back to meet your feet at the bottom of your mat. Then roll on up to stand, bending through your legs. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees and crawl on out. Back to down dog. We're going to do that one more time. Walk your feet up to meet your hands. Hands can move forward. Take all the space you need. Practicing moving well. Roll up to stand. Inhale, reach. And exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands. Cruise back out to down dog. Pulling your whole self along. Now walk your hands back to meet your feet. And roll up to stand. Easy. Inhale, reach. And exhale, fold forward. Bring it on out to downward dog. And then just stay there for a moment. Inhale, lift up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Come on down to all fours. Take a few easy rolls through your spine. And come on down to sit on your hips. We'll do one forward fold before we end our practice today. Anything you'd like here. If you want it to be more hips, you can bring your feet together, let your knees fall out to the side. If you want it to be more hamstrings, you can stretch your legs out in front of you. So whatever is kind of fitting your fancy today. Bring both hands behind you on the ground. Wherever you are, just lean it back. Lifting your chest, drop your head and neck. And then as you exhale, just imagine that someone's tugging on your t-shirt, just pulling you forward. So instead of moving with your extremities with your hands, move from your center and see what happens. That's a huge part of overall body mobility, is starting at your center, moving in an intuitive and natural way. And it's a practice. It takes a while to kind of regain this skill. But that's why we practice. Take your time to come back up and make your way to a comfortable seated place. Maybe this is cross-legged, or if you want to kneel up, that's fine. Close your eyes and notice your breath. Just watch your inhales and your exhales as they come and go. Take a deep breath in, stretch your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your center in some way. Palms to prayer, or one hand on your heart, the other on your belly, or both in your lap is fine. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Thank you. It was so great to practice with you today. I hope that you enjoyed this 15-minute yoga for mobility flow. Check out the rest of my channel. I've got plenty of videos all for you, and I hope to see you soon.